Hello all, and thanks for joining us today for a, I say today, this is a recording, so it's not live, but yeah, I decided to continue with my Sonic Origins story mode playthrough. We're on Sonic 2. You'll notice I'm not at the beginning of Sonic 2. Now that is because I did attempt to do the same thing, do a recording of this game recently, and I oh gosh, I can't talk and play games, can I? Anyway, so we're at the start stage now. Anyway, yeah, so I attempted to do the beginning of this game up to this stage, but you know what happened? You know what happened with my bad luck? The mic audio didn't record, so I was left with a pointless video. Here we are today, you know, rectifying that, and I'm going to play through a little bit of Sonic 2 today for this video, because I really want to finish this series of Sonic Origins story mode gameplay, and Sonic 2 is the next one to do, so regardless of whether or not we're getting the full game, I think having a little bit of each of them isn't so bad. What do you think? It might be interesting for you to watch and hear me rabbit on a little bit. These things here, these little X's to the left of me there, I thought, well, I had a realisation much later on that, wow, that's the original Xbox logo. And I never thought about that before. Of course, there's no way that could have been planned, it's just pure coincidence, but I thought it was kind of interesting. So I like everything about Sonic 2. I was playing a bit of Sonic 1 earlier, like you do, and gosh, Sonic 1 has its fair share of frustrations. Far too many, I think, to actually say Sonic 1 is a great game. I think it's a good game, and it's paved the way for this. But this is where the Sonic formula was refined to an art. And I think Sonic 2 is one of the greatest video games ever made, in my personal opinion. It's one of the ones I enjoy the most anyway. And, you know, everyone's opinion is different. Some people don't like Sonic. Fair enough. I don't like most RPGs I've played. Not that I say I don't like playing them. I appreciate them, and I can see why a lot of people do. But the style of gameplay doesn't really appeal to me. In most cases. Pokemon seems to be the exception for some reason. I think it's because the level of customizability you've got with your Pokemon team, the collecting aspect of it, and the cool monster designs. Not that other RPGs don't have cool monster designs, but you never feel as connected to the monsters as, of course, you do in Pokemon. Anyway, that's just my little bit about, you know, personal tastes. And well, to add to that a little bit, you know, everything's personal taste. I used to think that critics were, you know, probably right. They probably had a good idea of what's good and bad. But in the end, they just have an opinion, and that's it. You know. I'm often shocked by what I hear from some critics about some things, some films or whatever, particularly that I like, and you know, critics think it's quite the opposite. So we're all different. I think a job of a critic is not to so much let their personal opinion overshadow a more sort of general appreciation. What do you think? I don't know. I think they should be able to say, you know, I didn't like this about it, I didn't like this about it, but not to say that is the gospel, really, on there. But it often sounds like that with some critics, that they are the expert, they know what's right. You know, not right. Ooh. But some of them are great, and so, especially if you get a couple of critics together, then you've got two very different you can have two very different opinions on something, and I think that is perhaps the best way to critique a film. Have at least two different opinions on it. It's like that old program about what's it called, Jukebox Jury, anything where you're reviewing music and there's a panel, and you know you get maybe 4 or 5 individual voices on something, and one of them might be I like it, one of them might be I don't like it, and you know one maybe a little bit more give you a bit more information than that. I really wanted the looks like I've got Supersonic. Oh yeah, forgot about that. Yes, I got Supersonic when I was doing this playthrough that you never saw, so it's much easier to get Supersonic on Origins because you can retry. What am I doing? Bouncing around. You can retry special stages. You also don't happen to. What is going on? It's actually harder to do this as Supersonic, you see. Yeah, you don't have to recollect rings after getting an emerald in a special stage. You know, you hold all the rings that you had, all of them. The weather here, just like where I am, last 2 days. You know, I thought it was summer, May. As the time of filming this, middle of May, near the end of May, really. And 2 days of like grey skies and rain. The first day, the rain was incredibly heavy. And it does make you feel a bit down, doesn't it? All the grey weather. So, what better way to cheer yourselves up than play a colourful video game like Sonic the Hedgehog 2? But I'm hoping the sun does come out soon. I'm looking forward to seeing Furiosa at some point. They'll date this video. The latest instalment in the Mad Max film franchise is released today, and yeah, I think I'm going to really enjoy it. I love Fury Road. Recent films, last film I saw at the cinema was also really good. Saw Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and I was really impressed how that film managed to keep the same feel and quality of the previous films. I'm talking specifically about the previous 3 modern Planet of the Apes films. I haven't seen the originals for quite some time. In fact, I don't know if I've ever seen any original films all the way through. I also remember the TV series a bit too, the original Planet of the Apes. Anyway, I can at least say I really enjoyed the more recent ones, and I think Kingdom was a great new instalment. But then again, I'm a fan of those films, you see. I heard one review, you know, sort of like, whatever, you know, it's another one of these. That was the kind of gist I got from it. But, yeah, I think it's an incredibly well made film. I appreciate the thoughtful pace of it as well. I don't think it has to be all fast paced, action packed. You know, there's a lot of story and characterization in it. Yeah, I think the film generally has been quite well received, which is great to see. As I look forward to more Planet of the Apes. I've just realised I'm looking around now and I've left my phone in the room. I should probably grab that. And that will seem like a moment in time for you, perhaps a second or so, but it was, well, possibly 10 seconds in real time. I have my phone now, in case anyone decides to call me while I'm playing this. You never know, do you? You never know. Because I won't hear it. So yeah, I've played this game so much. I I don't feel like I have to think too much about what I'm doing. I'm not surprised by anything that's going on. I know where we're going now, for instance. We're going up here. I guess that's when you play the game as much as I play this particular game. It almost becomes like a form of relaxation, doesn't it? It's not particularly taxing at its moments, but I should return to Supersonic now, but I don't really feel like I need to. All Supersonic does is goes faster as Invincible, and through going faster, it's a bit more difficult to control. So I think I'll just stick with Sonic as he is. Just regular old Sonic. But now we'll be Supersonic because it's quicker. You can stand on that. Supersonic, very helpful at times. The main drawback to doing this as a recording as opposed to a live stream is I mean, you've got no interaction, so you really are only just talking to yourself. It's a bit weird. But if you want to interact with me in the comments, then please do. Yeah. So can we complete Sonic 2 today? No, we're making good progress. We have got a few levels to go, but oh, see, Supersonic isn't immune to everything, is he? That's not helped me at all. It's rather hindered me. What else is going on? It is another little fort. So let's just do this little fort. There's a lot of TV programs, aren't there, lately? Gee. There's a new big budget TV program announced pretty much every day, but at least it seems like. And I'm wondering if this is too much. There's too much to watch now. You know, now we're not restricted to just so many channels on the television. We've got all these streaming services and all these old shows that we could watch very easily. I mean, I'm watching Baywatch regularly. You know, just watching that again, you know, enjoying that. You know, haven't seen that in years. I think we still do need to create films and TV shows, of course. Films are a little bit different. I think it's more TV shows that I'm a little bit perplexed by the amount of them. But maybe I'm just overreacting to that, and perhaps there are people who watch a lot more TV than I do. You know, right now I'm watching Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood regularly, watching Baywatch as I mentioned, been watching Ashes to Ashes again. None of these are new shows, but I'm watching Fallout, you know, on the last episode of the Fallout show on Amazon Plus. Very much enjoying that. I think maybe I just don't watch so many sort of television dramas, you know. I don't like these ones that are really miserable, police ones mostly. There's a lot of that. I just don't watch them. Do 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 do. Yeah. I don't have Xbox Live Gold, Game Pass, Ultimate, whatever they call it nowadays. I think there's different. Game Pass seems to be Xbox Live now, doesn't it? You've got Game Pass Ultimate and Game Pass Core. Because now I haven't got it. When I tried to play a game online, which I tried, Soul Calibur 6, and it says, "Oh, do you want Game Pass Core or Ultimate? It's so much a month, you know." Really? I thought, oh, I can't pay for this for a year anymore. But I think you still can buy Xbox Live Gold. I'm a little bit confused by it all now. Not that I feel I need it even. I'm not pining to play Xbox Online particularly. Not having, you know, I already have Nintendo Online, which I never used, to be fair. But I only play the older retro games. And, you know, the main thing I use is the PlayStation, playing games online. But then again, I'm mostly playing Fortnite, which I don't think requires a subscription anyway. I do appreciate the PlayStation Plus games though. They're rather nice, rather nifty. And with amount of play games, I don't need everything on Game Pass either. Because I found I was hardly playing anything. You know, I would play the new Forza and Halo and try the odd thing here and there. But more out of curiosity and never really spending too much time with those games. I've already got quite a collection anyway. As if you watch any of the collection videos here on Blast Process, you know. So I didn't really need Game Pass. Boss, time for Supersonic. Yeah, I think this is sort of a good platform to give updates, really, isn't it? Doing a recording like this. Yeah, good quality video, I'm hoping. And I can just have a natter about stuff. Most people use this on live stream for interaction, though, I know, but I've already explained that that's sadly off the cards, at least for PC games at present, so maybe we'll do that on the console sometime. Maybe it won't be Sonic, because I am very much aware it's just been exclusively Sonic content from myself recently. It's because it's about the only thing I'm playing other than Fortnite. No, I have played some. I've played Ridge Racer Type 4, a little bit, another one of my favourites. Now that is really cool that if you've, you know, bought the PS1 Classics version on the PS3, for example, now they've made it available on PS4 and 5, then you can just download it. You've already bought it, and then you can play it with extra improvements as well. Yeah, it's got quite a lot of quality of life improvements. Probably the best it's ever looked. Played really well. So yeah, if you did download any PS1 Classics back in the day on your PS3 or PSP, then it's worth checking out whatever modern Sony console you might have and seeing if you can actually download those. Now the easiest way to find them, I think, and it's not very clear, is to go on the subscriptions for PlayStation Plus, where they're all these PlayStation games are available if you like to go down that route. And then to look at the PS1 with the classics, you get a mixture of stuff. Some of it's not exclusively PS1 or PS2, it's so just games which have been released on PS4 which are old. Say for example Star Wars Bounty Hunter is in there, even though it's technically a PS2 game, but you're playing PS4 remaster of it, I suppose. Wow, we're going round and round, aren't we? Tekken 2's also in there. I wouldn't mind actually having Tekken 2 on the PS5. Convenient. but they vary in price. Some are like £5, which I think is okay. And then something like Tekken, they decide, you know what, we'll charge a few more quid for that. We'll charge £8 for that. You know. I mean, it's a great game. I suppose they can justify it on some level, but for a flat rate for all of them, it seems a bit weird to single out particular ones and say, that one's worth more than that one. I think Worms is like £5. But again, there's not as much game in the original version of Worms as there is in Tekken 2, so perhaps it's justified in a way. Yeah. So we're having fun playing Sonic 2. After this level, it's Metropolis, isn't it? Sonic. Oh no, I was going to say Sonic turned to Super Sonic, but I haven't got enough rings now. And then we'll be sure to do Sonic 3, and as it is in the collection, Sonic 3 and Knuckles together, so I think I split it into two. Again, I probably won't record the whole game, because it'd be quite long, and I want to keep them down to... I decided I want to keep these down to one video each. But you didn't see me complete Sonic CD either, did you? I think that was another stream that looked like it looked really bad. The bitrate was terrible, so I didn't particularly want to load that. Well, I deleted it. You might have caught it at the time, maybe. Chances are slim. I think there's like 1 or 2 people watching, but it was up there for all of like 5 minutes before it was taken down. So apologies if you really wanted to see me play any Sonic CD. I'm sure there isn't many who are so interested in that, but he's a pain. It would be nice to have Super Sonic for the boss here, but I'm doing a really terrible job of keeping hold of rings, so I'm not sure if we'll have that option. Yeah, I'm doing a bad job of keeping out a ring. Wow. I was trying to think of things to talk about, really. What new video games are coming out I'm excited about? Good question. When's Soul Calibur 7 going to come out? Wouldn't mind seeing that. I've been enjoying Tekken 8 quite a lot. I'm so predictable with my gaming choices. Keep meaning to go back to Resident Evil 4, but I think I need some proper time with that. And to be honest, I don't always feel like playing video games is the best use of time. I suppose I'm justifying this by making a video about it, but I'm trying to do a lot of more creative things in my spare time nowadays. I still enjoy playing video games though, of course. Very much enjoying playing Sonic 2 at the minute. Metropolis Zone. Do 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 do. I love this music on this level. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Sorry, I shouldn't really be humming that over. Probably sounds terrible. Do 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 do. Yeah. Be supersonic. So I don't get to hear the amazing music. Lovely doublies. These are quite an interesting... makes it a lot easier when you're invincible going up these, because you have to be very cautious normally. Oh, quite good. Keep note of all them rings. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh. Go. Oh, sometimes my jump button's not working again. One of the other things I love about streaming, we're not streaming, we're using the PC to play video games. My controllers aren't always up to scratch. I don't know why it is, every controller I try to forget. Am I going around in circles here? Yeah. I think I need to be... Oh, dear. I think sometimes, as I was saying, it's harder. Flipping hell. It's also because this A button isn't always working. We'll get there, won't we? Well, I'll lose all my rings in a minute anyway, so... Oh no, this is just gone terribly wrong, hasn't it? I think we have to do this bit of platforming, don't we? I don't know what... Oh gosh, no, 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 no. We did it. Oh, and then he throws them at you. Where are we going? Well, yeah, we go that way. End the level. Ooh, that's a little bit rocky, but we got there. Oh dear. Good old Sonic 2, eh? Oh dear! Oh god! Oh gosh! What am I doing there? I think maybe the best way to do that is to just whiz through it. Yeah, like that. Should have remembered that. Going alright. This is an interesting stage because you've got 3 acts to it, which is a bit of an anomaly. I can't say it. Anomaly. Anyway, I'll give up with that one. But it's a bit peculiar, as most stages here, most of the levels here have, or zones, 2 stages, 2 acts. Oh. Oh, that was a bit mean, wasn't it? I don't like those enemies at all. I find them to be very cheeky. Very cheeky indeed. Will he respawn his little claws? Yes, he will. But I caught him out that time. So, yeah, it certainly does feel like a more challenging level. It's the last proper level in the game, really. The last one with multiple acts. I think it's a cool level though, I like it. But it has some annoying enemies, I think that's, and some, you know, some challenging design, but it always feels fair. And every time you make a mistake you feel, well, it's not down to bad game design so much, it's down to ability. And if your controller buttons work. I have been starting to wonder if just because the batteries need replacing. Maybe I should just try that. But usually it's like they don't work at all. It's, in my experience, it's not like they'll slowly stop working like a TV remote. But maybe that's how it is. Oh wow, and sometimes what it's doing is it's moving the character, it's moving Sonic, shall I say, on its own. Yeah, it's getting a bit uncontrollable now. It was working fine for the most part. Right, we'll at least get to the end of this. I think I'm going to try. And then change the batteries. I've said it before, I think it's the Steam controller input being a bit flaky. It's so inconsistent. It's really weird. I mean, my retro bit Saturn controller used to work on my PC. It doesn't anymore. No reason. I don't know why so many people are sort of very much into PC. I do get it to a point, but it's not for me. There you go. That's personal preference again. Some people love it, some people don't. And I like the more straightforward nature of consoles because things don't tend to go wrong as much on consoles as they do on PC. This is Act 2, isn't it, I think? I lost count now. They're quite long, aren't they, a couple or so acts? I remember reading a criticism of Sonic Superstars was that the levels were too long. Well, you know, occasionally Sonic levels are quite long, actually. There are some other things about Superstars which aren't so great. Oh. That's how the force works. Oh, where's it gone? That's a problem, isn't it? Because I need that bolt to come back so I can go up there. There we go. Just have to go a bit further back for it to reset. That's now the force works. I'm debating now actually whether to do this video in a couple of parts but upload it as one. So it would have been a seamless edit had I not mentioned this now. But no, I think that might work best because I'll probably have to edit this on another computer. So yeah, I can just edit the... I don't want the file to be too big. Well, that's the problem we don't have with streaming. Oh, this is everyone's favourite bit. It's not actually that tricky. There you go. But, you know, if you're having an off day, it can be. There's a checkpoint here, I think. You know, could easily miss that. I mean, am I going to get... oh, flip. 100 rings here? No, I only need 50, don't I? Am I going to get 50 rings and turn to Supersonic? Or I'm going to struggle with this for some reason? I really normally struggle with. Where are we going? Ah, we're going. Another annoying enemy. This is quite... oh yeah, watch out. This is the kind of strategy you need to take if you're dealing with these enemies when you're just Sonic and not Supersonic. I mean, there was a prime example of how not to do it. We've lost his... yeah, he was very hard to get past even though he had no claws. There you go, so it's the boss coming up now. It's an interesting boss this one, it just takes a while to beat this one. have to... There's a fair amount of waiting involved. It's fine. This boss, of course, makes a reappearance in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, or Sonic and Knuckles, when Metal Sonic Mark II, whatever he's, I don't know what he's called, that version of Metal Sonic in Sonic and Knuckles. He pilots this near the end of that game. And you do this a little mini version of this. I say a mini version, probably lasts pretty much near as long. What I've learned about Sonic just lately, you know, I've just played it for years and years, is Sonic is a game which is about, I'd say it's about speed, it's about managing speed more than anything. It's cool when it goes fast, but it's also about patience. You know, you've got a really speedy character with the personality of being impatient, as evidenced by his idle animation. But a lot of Sonic is about patience, because it builds up so much speed and you just want to rush through it. But you know, it is a lesson in patience, Sonic. And maybe some people don't like that about it, that they just want to run through it. Because there are Sonic games which, like this, and particularly Sonic 1, don't have an emphasis on waiting so much. There's always an element of it, but I think there's a lot more waiting in the earlier Sonic games. It's part of the gameplay formula, I think. Oh, balls. There we go. So now he does this sort of zipping in thing. Not too difficult. Okay, so my control seems to be working again now. Ah, Sky Chase Zone. Gotta love it. Love the music here on this one. Fun stage. And a bit different, you know. It was very cool. I remember the first time playing this, you know, that you encounter something so different in the game. I wonder if it's possible to get 50 rings and be supersonic on this level. I suppose it is. Let's see if we don't lose any more rings. Which could quite possibly happen. Mm. 24 rings, we'll see how far we get. And let me know if you've watched this far, well done. But let me know in the comments if you fancy me doing any more of these sort of pre-recorded playthroughs of games. With, oh, I lost all three, missed them all. Maybe you'd like to see them without the commentary even, you know, I can do that. Oh, flip. Well, it was bound to happen at some point. We've done most of the level anyway, there we are. It's Wing Fortress Zone. So it's going to be the last stage. Well, Death Eggs is the last stage, isn't it? Oh, no Tails. Oh, right. Rookie error. I say rookie error, I've played this a billion times, so I should know what to do there. We have to jump off onto there. That was embarrassing, wasn't it? So this is a level which is extremely challenging to do if you're supersonic, because there are some iffy sections. Probably the iffiest this game ever gets, which is coming up here. I don't like this bit because it's scary. If you don't jump far enough onto that, it's you don't. I'm trying to say is you're not able to get onto the next platform, so it's a little bit challenging. It can be. See, there you go. There's a prime example of it. That's the worst Sonic 2 ever gets, right there. But we are playing story mode, which is actually the anniversary version to the game, so we're not going to run out of lives here. Which I think is very helpful for when you're doing sort of playthrough videos like this. You could turn supersonic here, but I wouldn't recommend it really. See, here you go. It is horrible and terrifying, this part of the level. I dislike it. Oh, yeah, so you also don't want to be supersonic around here, because that ends up being very difficult to do. You can at least do the first part of the final boss stage as supersonic, which is nice. We'll do that. For later playthroughs when I have to continue special stages on Sonic 3. Oh yeah, but now because we didn't in Supersonic, I think we can still get enough rings. I think there are enough on this level. Maybe I should have gone Supersonic earlier. And again, I think there are some, at least another iffy platforming bit coming up. Shield will do. As long as I have enough going into Eggman, I don't need to be supersonic before then. So there you go. So, and I've got a shield, so I'm covered. Yeah, this bit. This bit is a bit dastardly. I wouldn't like to attempt that as supersonic. Oh, flip. It's all going wrong. God, the quality of this is so much better than doing a live stream, isn't it? Yeah, I'm sorry I can't do PC live streams until I work out what's going wrong there. But I'm convinced it's just where I've got my computer, because I do a speed test from my internet. And my internet should be actually quite high, but this computer, at least where it is not giving me the speeds that I should be getting and experience elsewhere now. So I think that's all it is really. Tremendous shame, but it is what it is, I suppose. Now I think we just have to wait here. Oh, do you wait there? I don't know what you do there. Do you have to jump back onto the other one? And I've forgotten. Oh, so many rings. The big skip. Oh, I think I'm giving up with rings now. Yeah, I really don't like that bit that we're struggling on at the minute. It's a bit cruel, isn't it? Yeah, and also... This is concentration, I'm not saying anything. See, it takes time to get rings, and it could be worth my while, but it might not be. That's also what's happening here. Happens here. Oh, we've just done it that time. I think the timing was just right then. Got lots of rings. Oh, but not a working A button. Yeah, you get a lot of opportunity to pick up rings on this level, don't you? Yeah, so this is it. So this is pretty easy, of course, when you're supersonic. This changes a reasonably challenging boss fight into a complete cakewalk. Never done that before. Why can't I just stay a supersonic? That would be lovely, wouldn't it? Lovely. Quite a long sequence this, but you are leaving the planet's atmosphere, so I suppose it is quite high up. Yeah, it really is quite a long bit here. Oh, what am I playing it? This can either go very quickly or not. And the trick is to do it as quick as possible so you don't get to the point where Eggman is firing projectiles at you as you're trying to beat Metal Sonic. So that's more what you need to do to avoid complete and utter frustration. And now once you know what to do with this boss, it isn't as hard or as intimidating as it seems to be. Again, it just takes a while. But if you just follow this pattern, and hit him at the right point, because you can misjudge that a little. Doing alright, aren't we? I've always loved this. This is an epic final boss battle. I mean, just imagine getting up to this for the first time, facing up against that. Quite intimidating, and I'm sure you make plenty of mistakes before you work out the pattern. I know, certainly I did. Because when this was much harder to get up to this, you know, when you were just playing a cartridge on the Mega Drive, getting up to here would be a major achievement, and of course, without unlimited lives, not knowing what you actually need to be doing, yeah, this could cost you the game. That's what game used to be like, wasn't it? You have to play through the entire game again. It did add a lot more sort of tenseness to it, and it did make it more of an event. I am happy we have these alternative ways to play. I mean, back then you had emulators and save states, so I suppose you still had the option to do this. But I'm sure we've all been at a certain point. Well, actually, kids nowadays, if they're playing this as their first Sonic game, then they might not have that experience. Nearly that. I don't know how many. I can't remember how many hits he takes. Probably far too many. There you go. See, I missed that. And I wasn't going to risk it for a biscuit. There we go. And that is Sonic 2. Was that the first time we... No, it's not the first time in the final boss on the stream, is it? But here is the... I'll let you enjoy the end sequence of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Of course, we had Super Sonic, so we witness him falling. But there's Tails. Not that he needs Tails, does he? He can fly. But you have this little victory moment. I wonder how Tails feels about having Sonic's name plastered on the side of a plane when he's the one who has to fly it all the time. That is one of the greatest games in all video game history. So, yeah, thank you for watching the video, and I'll be back with Sonic 3 at some point. Again, it'll be a pre-recorded thing in order for it to look okay and pleasurable to watch, I hope. But yeah, I really appreciate you taking time. If you've got to the end of the video and you've watched the whole thing, I'm like, wow. I wouldn't expect anybody to sit there and watch me play Sonic 2 all the way to the end, but if you found it entertaining, then that is absolutely fantastic. Stick a like on the video, and if you want to see more content like this, you can always subscribe. But until now, thanks for watching, and game on.